What's up, everybody? What a crazy day it's been already. We had a show came out early this morning that we put up. We had the Lord of the Rings trailer. Comic-Con's going on. Everything's going on. And then this bombshell of a story drops. We'll get into it in a second. If you're brand new to the channel, do me a favor. We're trying to get to 70,000 by the end of the year because we're trying to take this thing on the road. Trying to go across the states and hell, trying to even go across the world. But we gotta build up this fan base. We're hoping you guys will see us. Stand-up comedy, live shows, the whole damn thing. Okay, look. Everybody knows what's been going on, especially if you're a wrestling fan, obviously, with Vince McMahon, who revolutionized wrestling back in the 80s. Took over his dad's business when it was the WWE. It might have even been the WWF when he took over, but then he took it over as the WWF. Used to be just territorial places that he ran the East Coast, like New York and those things, and then he expanded. He took everybody's wrestlers and he broke the rules and made his own, and he just made it a global business, WWF. And then obviously turning into WWE. So there was a couple of months ago, I guess it was, there was a big scandal about hush money that he paid and other things that he had done. And it was getting bad. People were like, oh, he's what's he going to do now? And then he said he's stepping back for a little bit. Well, stepping back turned into retirement because his daughter took over as the CEO. And then they announced today that Triple H is coming back as one of his major roles. So that essentially means those two are in charge right now. You're going to start to, I think, see the WWE start to turn into what Triple H wanted the NXT to be, or what it was, but just now much bigger scale. So very curious. But here's a little bit of what they said, and this is I'm reading from Variety. And Variety says that Vince McMahon announced that he's retiring from the WWE amid the ongoing misconduct in the investigation being undertaken by the company's board of directors. The quote was, "As I approach 77 years old, I feel it's time for me to retire as the chairman and CEO of WWE." McMahon said in a statement released by the sports entertainment company, "Throughout the years, it's been a privilege to help WWE bring you joy, inspire you, thrill you, surprise you, and always entertain you. I would like to thank my family for mightily contributing to our success, and I would also like to thank all of our past and present superstar and employees for their dedication and passion for our brand. Most importantly, I would like to thank our fans for allowing us into their homes every week and being your choice of entertainment. I hold the deepest appreciation and admiration for our generations of fans all over the world who have liked, currently liked, and sometimes even loved our form of sports entertainment." Let's see what else they go to say here. McMahon's retirement comes after it was announced in June that he would be stepping down from his roles as chairman and CEO of WWE amid an ongoing investigation into allegations that he paid out millions of dollars to multiple women to keep them quiet about alleged affairs and misconduct. The Wall Street Journal reported that McMahon ultimately paid a total of $12 million as a part of the agreements. McMahon went on to say in a statement that his daughter Stephanie and WWE President Nick Khan would serve as co-CEOs upon his departure, with Stephanie also serving as chairwoman. She had been named interim CEO when her father initially stepped down. Since taking the company public, McMahon remains WWE's biggest shareholder. All right, so much, and then we're not even done with the article yet. Our global audience can take comfort in knowing WWE will always entertain you, yada, yada, yada. The announcement will send shockwaves through the world of professional wrestling and media at large. McMahon is a third-generation promoter, having taken over WWE from his father, Vince McMahon, in the 80s. He took wrestling to new heights. Okay, this is all stuff that we had said in the beginning. This is massive news, man, because this is a big shift in the wrestling world. What's that mean for because a lot of people, well, they're still going to kind of run it as usual. I don't know. Vince really had his hand in the pot, and he really made the calls. The question is it like is it an actual thing where he's stepped down, he's gone, he's not doing anything anymore, or is he still going to be, make sure you do this from the other, from his bed watching the news? I think it's legit. We're going to see a WWE without Vince in charge, and nobody can not say that this guy, nobody can say, can't get the words out right now because it's a pretty shocking story. It's impossible for people not to acknowledge that Vince McMahon is the reason why wrestling is still as big as it is. and he's a massive figure in what he did. But I think that it seemed like inside the product that he was a little behind the times. It seemed, and that happened to a lot of when he took over. A lot of the guys that were trying to fight against him were behind the times in the 80s, and he took advantage of it. Now look, I'm talking about the creative side of it. The reason why he's stepping down is obviously because of the shady stuff that he did, and he's now he's got to step down because they can't have him running it anymore because it's more. How much more can come out? So either way, I think that this is going to be a big change for WWE. The question is, what's the style going to be moving forward? What's going to happen moving forward? What kind of riff is going to cause between Vince and Stephanie, if at all? Crazy story. Really crazy story. One of the craziest stories I think of 2022 is that this is the year. Everyone's always wondering when Vince was going to step down. Well, this is the year. And what's going to happen? How is it going to play? What things are going to change, if anything at all? What do you guys think? If you're wrestling fans, if you're not wrestling fans, if you were wrestling fans, I'd really like to know what you think overall about this story. I'm very curious. Okay. Once again, please help us get to 70,000 subscribers. We're almost there. Need your help. So put it in there. And, man, what a crazy story this is. All right. See you soon.